Hey there guys, and welcome back to NIMBY Rails. Today we're going to be working in Edinburgh again. I'm going to look at doing the trams, I think, is my plan. Because I think I could probably get the entire network done in one episode if I wanted to. Mainly. Probably, it looks like they want the platform to be 100 meters there. Which I feel is a bit excessive, but we'll go for it. Actually, I don't know what station. The problem is, I don't actually know much about the Edinburgh Trams. So, I don't know, like, where they go, any of the station names. Prince's Street, apparently. And I only have Open Railway Map as a source. So, this could be interesting. If one station's going to be 100 meters, they all are. That is my executive decision that I've instantly made here. York Place with a single track. Where is it? I think my map is ever so slightly quite a bit out of date. Because on Open Railway Map, that's not a roundabout. And neither's that. Which I think is a change from the new tram extension being constructed. But anyway, the terminus currently is there. And we call that York Place. Carrying on in the other direction, we've done Prince's Street. The next stop is West End. I mean, that's quite a way between stops actually, isn't it? To get all the way down here. I know there's not a great deal of stops on the Edinburgh Trams currently, but I mean that is a long distance to go. Haymarket. Oh, I haven't actually built the National Rail Station yet, but the trams are here and they will link into it. What I might do, before I continue on, is just connect the tram track up. Yeah, I mean that's a thing I've done, is I've built with the wrong track. Now I've built with the right track. Yeah, what I might do first is just connect the trams up to... connect the stations I've already built up. Because it looks like there's a little bit of complex stuff going on in a second that I want to put off for a minute or two before I try and work out what's happening. So, just runs down here. I've gone past the turn. Turns out it turns there. And then runs up here. Then we run up to that point, turn, and along, and into there. And then the junction out onto the other line. There we go, sorted. After Haymarket, the next stop is Murrayfield Stadium, which I may or may not be pronouncing correctly. That looks like it's down here. Sort of ish. Like there. That's what I'm going to go with for it. It's quite a way again between stops. I do like putting a long distance between stations on this line. So it needs to kind of go up and then wrap back down from the top across there, then along the top of this section before curving down and following that edge. At some point it turns up again. Where does it go up? Over there. Okay, so you run along, then an abrupt turn upwards to run Oh, actually along that road, okay. I see. I get it. And then off there and into the station. Cool. There is, and this is the bit of complexness I was mentioning, a set of points across. That looks horrible. Let's straighten those out a bit. A loop off the top, which I'm just going to... I've got it in kind of the wrong place, but oh well. Doesn't massively matter. Actually, trams can do quite tight corners, so I don't need to give it a nice long lead in. And then also trams are quite short, so it doesn't need to be too long itself. There we go, Murrayfield Stadium. What I am going to do, which you can't see, is open up a different map, so I just have a list of the stops. Yeah, so the new extension pretty much doubles the number of stations on this line, which is ridiculous, but that's fine. Anyway, after wherever we got to, where did we get to? Murrayfield Stadium. Next stop is Balgreen, which is again a long way away. Although I've gone past it on my map. Is it there? Yes, it's not marked, but that's nice. It's nice of it. So it looks to be about here. I guess I will do it off that little bit of road. And give it a name. Balgreen. Then we have Soughton, which is down here. Again, about 100 metres. So I think 100 metres is probably looking to be about right for platform names, which is quite long for a tram, all things considered. Bankhead, which appears to be this one. That's an even longer station. Bankhead. And then I'll just connect up again. So, we have to hug the edge a bit because there's the mainline National Rail services also run along here. Then they go up while the tram comes down. And in a second, after we've come down here, we suddenly turn and go up and over. And there we go. Carry on through down here to Balgreen. And out the other side of Balgreen, probably can't get across that river, which is great. So you have to viaduct it. And then up into there. Cool. We've made it to Bankhead. What do you reckon we do after that? The next stop is Edinburgh Park, then Edinburgh Park Central. Two separate stations. Edinburgh Park connects up with National Rail again. That looks like it's here. Potentially. Maybe. It's not. Again, it's not that clear. I'm going to go with it being there. That's where it looks like it is. This stop is trying to call itself Bankhead. It's not, it's Edinburgh Park. Then Edinburgh Park Central is up a bit, sort of in this... I think it's a business park. That's the impression I'm getting. We'll just put it in there. I will actually move it down a bit. There we go. Epitaph for the Elm, or alternatively, Edinburgh Park Central. Then as we continue up, we go to Guile Centre, which is here-ish? Roughly. So that'll do. Guile Centre. And then Edinburgh Gateway. So again, this is where it gets a bit complicated. So I will just put the station in quickly if I can work out where that goes. Looks like it goes there. Shorter platform here. Interesting. Edinburgh Gateway. This again interchanges with National Rail, a different line, and also is where the depot is, which is why it's complicated. So I just need to let that curve out. We go under this road. And then round here and in. I'll just connect everything up. Probably goes over there. You know, he says probably, except when it doesn't. Turns out actually, it just cuts across down there. So it shows what I know. And in. We continue on down. And at the bottom, what happens? We go up onto a bridge again. And come over the National Rail and down on the other side. There we go, probably roughly like that. Sorted. Back up here, it's a little complicated, but it feels like there's just a set of points off there. That's what I'll do for now. I'll go and build the station on the other side of the depot at Gogarburn. Gogarburn? Something like that. Probably butchered that pronunciation. Gogarburn. And the tram comes through here. And up and round and in. Right. Now, the depot. Nice and complicated. What it looks like we have is this line coming round the top and then down, and then it changes to a... I'll get there eventually with the button clicks. There we go. It changes to a single line, and that line runs down here and down and round, turns at the end, crosses over, runs back through the middle and into there. We have a little scissor crossover here, and then just several loop tracks in effect off there. And they all connect up at both ends as sidings. Tram depots are typically very simple, is my experience. There's not a lot to them. Not like old railway depots, because those can be from like the Victorian era, when there was a need for a lot more tracks and a lot more complexity because engines had to get to both ends of the train. And they had to be turned around. There's a lot involved in an old depot. Not so anymore. That's not where I wanted to put that. I wanted it to go there. There we go. Connects up. The theory is we'll just have one more down the middle there. Like so. Then the same happens over here, there's another couple of lines. I'm not sure how many I'm going to actually do. So that can come up here and round the top. And in there. And then one along the bottom as well. And I'll probably leave it at that. Because I'm a bit tired of building a depot I'm not going to use. Done. Right, through Gogarburn. We then wrap up to Ingliston Park and Ride. The question is, where is the tram stop? It looks like it might be that. So just put the station in and then connect the track up. Because that's a little bit of a trek. There we go. Then again it wraps sort of up like that to make it up to that gap. We come across to Edinburgh Airport and the final stop is sort of there-ish by the looks of it, but I'm going to have to manoeuvre it around so that the water doesn't affect it. Edinburgh Airport. We'll just connect the two tracks together, go for the little crossover up here, and then track-wise we're done. That was not what I wanted. That's still not what I wanted. Okay, track done. Signals. Signals out of both platforms, signals into the station, and a police. Set that to always. Then it should just be fine all the way down to here, where there's the next junction. And we'll put lots of arrows in. If you saw my live stream last week, you'll know that I had a lot of issues caused by lack of arrows. Just put a signal there and a police there. These will be set to always. I haven't got police exits out of here yet, but I could do that quickly. Then just signals through these loops. In both directions, unfortunately, because they can be accessed in both directions. And the top ones. There we go. That should be fine. Obviously we need to signal this junction, which is simple enough. And then, a bit of track I didn't connect. Wonderful. Just connect that up, build all blueprints, back to the signalling. It'll be up where that little loop was, up by Haymarket, that needs the next signals. So just put the balises in, like so. Set the signals to always as applicable. And one-way arrows. Like that, and like that. And then that should be it all the way up to York Place. We'll just get the arrows in. Signal entering, police out, signal out, the entrance signal as always, and we're done. So I'm just going to quickly look up how frequent the service currently is. It's on Wikipedia. Does Wikipedia tell me? Frequencies and journey times. 7 to 10 minute intervals. Okay. I will set up a route for every 10 minutes then, because that's going to be easiest. It's a sort of purple on a lot of maps, a sort of purpley red. It's a bit like that. Edinburgh Trams. ET, I guess. York Place to Edinburgh Airport. I don't know if those codes are used. Honestly, at this point, I've already got duplicate codes just because TfL can't be bothered to do separate codes for their stations to National Rail stations, if that makes sense. TfL use codes that are already used by National Rail for other stations. St Andrew's Square. Did I make this hourly? Yeah. Every 10 minutes. Princes Street. West End. Haymarket. Murrayfield Museum. Let's just make sure that that loop is running through the right lines. It is. Ball Green. Bow Green. Murrayfield Stadium needs to move down. Slaughton. Not Slaughton. Sawton? Soughton? I don't know. Bankhead. Edinburgh Park. Edinburgh Park Central. Gyle Centre. Edinburgh Gateway. Gogarburn. Ingliston. And Edinburgh Airport. We only get to use one platform at Edinburgh Airport. Right, a tram of some descript. It technically uses CAF Urbos 3s, which I highly doubt I have that specific tram, but we'll have a look. CAF. Honestly, I'm probably just going to end up using the city tram again. I use it so much already. But it is a good tram. Or I could use the Vega. It's not clear what sort of units, like whether it's 3. I'll just use these. These look fine. Decal. You could have either. We'll just use this one. We're going to need at least 5. I mean, needing just 5 is optimistic. Edinburgh Airport, you can have a dwell of like, I don't know, 6 minutes. And that gives a 9-minute dwell at the other end, which isn't ideal. Okay, you could take it up to 8. Yeah, I think that's better. Better balance. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 10, 20. I need 9 trams. Okay, actually that is less than I anticipated needing in total. We'll get another 4. We will open the line and speed up the game to see them move. I was expecting them to go a little bit faster than this, I'll be honest. Can I speed up the game again? No, that makes it go invisible. Well, I could do that temporarily, I guess, and then they should be a bit more spread out when I go back down. he says optimistically. I don't think that actually goes any faster, honestly. There we go. Next tram is left. So we've got 3 out. As they run along, the first one is reaching the depot in the park and ride. And the 5th one should be about to depart York Place. There it goes. So yeah, there's plenty of turnaround up at the airport, like in terms of one tram leaving and the next arriving. If I just zoom in, we'll watch. This, off it goes, and there arrives the next one. And they should be getting back towards York Place now. Yeah, it's just running back down through. About to arrive at Bull Green, Murrayfield Stadium, through Haymarket. Like really bad at commentating when it's just a tram moving into the street. What I am going to do is just slow down the game and zoom in and watch it take this corner, because this is a very tight corner. I wasn't expecting it to be quite this slow, I will admit. Sometime today. Oh, it really slows down for that corner, doesn't it? There it goes. And accelerate. Although they don't brake, they just instantly stop. There we go, all the trams are out on the line. There should be... Yeah, there's a bit of passenger usage. It's a lot better than the Blackpool trams have ever done. Down here, with their like 1 or 2 passengers a stop, and it's taken years for that to bed in. I say years. So it's an overstatement, because it's been like a month in real life and maybe a couple of days in game. I'm used to games like this, so like Transport Fever and City Skylines will typically be running years ahead of real life. You could be up to 2100 in City Skylines easily. But NIMBY Rails is that's not the case. I'm currently running 4 months behind in this game. Well, that's another tram network set up. Another local city, just a city on its own connected. I'm in Iceland now, apparently. You can sort of see where the big cities are, because I've kind of set them up. So we've got Glasgow, we've got Edinburgh, we've got Blackpool, we've got Sheffield, we've got Birmingham. I haven't done Manchester trams yet. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want more, and I'll catch you in the next one.